everyone, welcome back. Let's dive into the intriguing world of spiritual warfare. Imagine you're in a chess game, but instead of knights and pawns, it's angels and demons. The Bible often depicts this cosmic struggle between good and evil, kind of like the ultimate game of chess. Now, here's a real twist. While we might not see these battles with our eyes, many believe they affect our everyday lives. Take Ephesians 6:12, for instance, which tells us our struggle isn't against flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces. It's like realizing your toughest battles aren't with co-workers or family, but with unseen forces. But wait, here's a counterpoint. Some folks argue that focusing too much on spiritual warfare can lead to paranoia or passivity, like blaming every stubbed toe on a demon. It's important to balance awareness with practical action, like praying while also tying your shoelaces. Looking ahead, acknowledging spiritual warfare could encourage us to seek deeper spiritual resilience. It's kind of like preparing for a marathon. You train your body and, in this case, your spirit. The key takeaway? Stay grounded, stay aware, and don't forget to pack joy and peace along the way. Alright, so how do we prepare for this invisible battle? Picture yourself as a knight gearing up for a quest. The Bible gives us this vivid image of the armor of God. It's not chainmail, but virtues like truth and righteousness. It's like donning a superhero suit, but for your soul. I remember a friend telling me how they felt overwhelmed at work, but after meditating on the shield of faith, they found strength in their beliefs to handle stress. It's like having an invisible force field against negativity. On the flip side, some skeptics might say, isn't this just wishful thinking? Well, consider this. Even if you see it as metaphorical, these principles can foster a positive mindset. It's like using a mantra to motivate yourself. So, what does the future hold? By embracing these tools, we could cultivate a more resilient and hopeful outlook. Imagine facing life's challenges not with fear, but with a quiet confidence, knowing you're spiritually equipped. Now, let's talk about prayer, often seen as the direct line to HQ in this spiritual battle. Think of it as a walkie-talkie to the divine. It's not just about sending requests, but also receiving guidance and strength. I once heard a story about someone who was going through a rough patch. They described their prayers as conversations, not monologues, which helped them find peace. It's like having a heart-to-heart with a wise friend who always listens. However, some might challenge the effectiveness of prayer, asking, does it actually change anything? Here's a thought. Even if circumstances don't change immediately, prayer can transform your perspective, like cleaning a foggy mirror to see clearly. Looking forward, maybe embracing prayer as a two-way street can deepen our spiritual experience. It's not just about seeking help, but also about tuning into a higher wisdom, kind of like adjusting your radio to catch the right frequency. As we wrap up, how do we integrate these spiritual warfare principles into our daily lives? It's like weaving spiritual threads into the fabric of our everyday routines, ensuring that our actions align with our beliefs. I knew someone who started each day with a short meditation on peace, which transformed their commute from a stress fest to a zen-like journey. It's like switching from rush hour to a leisurely drive in the countryside. Yet, it's crucial to not get so wrapped up in spiritual practices that we disconnect from reality. It's like remembering that while you have wings, your feet are still on the ground. Balance is key. So, as we look to the future, merging spiritual insights with everyday actions could lead to a more harmonious life. It's about finding that sweet spot where spirituality and practicality dance in rhythm. All right, that's all for this episode. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.